Welcome to Coffee Talk. I am your host, Mashuma Saba, M. Saba, and this is our Cultural Variety Podcast. Stay tuned. Peace, and welcome to Coffee Talk Podcast, Wednesday Night Sports. I am your host, Mashuma Saba, M. Saba, and this is our Coffee Talk Podcast, the Cultural Variety Podcast Show. How y'all doing this evening? Peace. Tonight is our Wednesday night sports, man, and I'm excited for the weekend. Definitely excited for the weekend. And as you know, I'm excited because it's fight night, man. PBC's putting on a great fight this Saturday night. We got big stars that's going to be in the building. It's just going to be another good weekend of boxing. But before we go into that, man, I just want to say, how are y'all doing today? In the Twin Cities here, we've reached 73 degrees. It's a beautiful, beautiful day outside for walking the lakes, walking the dogs, doing some exercise, just chatting with some friends, grounding, putting your feet into the grass, and just enjoying the day. It's a beautiful evening. What much more can we say than it's a beautiful day today? How y'all doing? I would like to hear from you. Go ahead and let us know that you're here. Jump into the chat box. Let us know that you're here. We're live on YouTube as well as Facebook Live. But yeah, it's a pleasure to have y'all here supporting the show. What did you do today? Let me know what y'all's doing today. I'm sure some of y'all just got home, so you're probably getting your kids situated or whatnot. Maybe cooking for them or whatnot. But I would love to hear from you. Let's do this. On a scale of 1 to 3, with 3 being excellent, go ahead and tell me how your day was. If you had a great day and, you're beaming from ear to ear, you're happy, everything's going well, you probably got your taxes. Give me a number 3, no doubt. And if you had just another day, man, but it's a delightful day, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and give me a number 2. And if you had a bad day, man, and you can't wait to start over again tomorrow, go ahead and give me a number 1. And if it's worse than a number 1, go ahead and hit our chat box, our inbox. Let us know what's going on. Because, again, here at Coffee Talk Podcast, we are a ear, a shoulder to lean on or cry on. We really believe in mental health, and not only mental health, but we also believe in literature and things like that. So, but if you are having a bad day and you just need someone to talk to, make sure you chime on in with us here at Coffee Talk Podcast. Everything is discreet, confidential. You don't have to worry about it getting out in the streets, but you just might need someone to talk to, man. So go ahead and leave that in the inbox to talk to us. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's that. And if you're watching a YouTube and you need to get to my inbox, just look up Coffee Talk Podcast with Mashuma Saba. You can leave an inbox there on our site. But other than that, man, again, it's Wednesday night sports. Now, if this is your first time coming to our show, we are a cultural variety podcast show. That means that we love to appear 3 days a week. We love to appear on Sunday and Mondays, which we call Cultural Studies Night. So anything about the culture, you're probably going to get it there. We love to give props to our authors, our poets, our doctors, our lawyers, our scholars, our athletes, our people. So, and our history, of course. So that's what you can catch on Sunday, Mondays during our Cultural Studies Night. Wednesdays, as I already stated, this is our Wednesday night sports show. We don't care about who won or lost a game. What we like to do is talk about the different intricacies that goes on in the world of sports. And then on Friday, Saturday, that's your let your hair down, pour yourself some wine, kick your feet up, pour yourself a latte, pour yourself a beer, but come on in, kick your feet up, relax, and enjoy some Coffee Talk Podcast. Again, this is the Cultural Variety Podcast show where what we aim to do is to pull you out of the negative cycle that goes on every day. We just want to get you away from it. The old news media, all they do is bombard you with negative news coverage. And it's just not nice, you know. It seems like every melanated person in the old news, it's always something negative. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the reasons why we created the show, Coffee Talk Podcast, because there's so much positive that we can give. And so, again, we come and steal you out of the matrix, bring you here for a little while so you can just relax, enjoy yourself, and get you some flavor here at Coffee Talk Podcast. Yeah, check us out on our Friday, Saturday nights, where we like to play 3-question Q&A, 5-question Q&A, 10-question Q&A. We also like to have guests appear. And I do want to say this, in the coming weeks, we will be starting our professionals week, where we're going to just be talking with different professionals, talking about how they overcame their adversities to become entrepreneurs and how they're flourishing and to give them some light on their brand. You know what I mean? So we will be doing that in the coming weeks. Make sure you check it out. We have different professionals, entrepreneurs from all different types of the entrepreneurship arenas, their brands and stuff. So definitely come and check us out if that's something that you're interested in, getting into your own business and so forth. Okay, no doubt. All right, so let's go ahead and start the show. If this is your first time tuning into the show, we never start the show without giving you some flavor as well as the wise words. So tonight's flavor is coconut water. That's right, coconut water. Why coconut water? Because one, it was 73 degrees a day. We want to keep ourselves hydrated. We want to receive those electrolytes. You know what I mean? We want to get out there. We want to exercise. We want to clear our minds, you know. And so because it's 73 degrees and it feels so good, something that's better than water, coconut water. So we're going to go ahead and tell you what the 3 benefits are of coconut water. Number 1 benefit is it's nutrient rich. It has potassium, magnesium, calcium, a little bit of sodium, but it's definitely fresh and refilling. The second benefit of coconut water is that it is packed with a lot of electrolytes. It hydrates the body. And number 3 of our benefits with coconut water, it is high in potassium content and it helps lower blood pressure. So tonight's flavor is is coconut water. What y'all laughing at? Because I almost messed up. Well, you know, the C's got to me. Coconut water, you know, Coffee Talk Podcast, you know. No doubt. But tonight's flavor is coconut waters. But let me know what you're drinking on. Go ahead and put that in the comments. Let us know what you're sipping on tonight, whether that is coffee, water, a latte, beer, wine, whatever you sipping on tonight. Go ahead and leave that in the comments. Let us know that you're with us and that you got the flavor. All right, next up is our wise words. All right. So our wise words comes from a gentleman that was born May 17th, 1956, out of Wilmington, North Carolina. He is a professional boxer that fought from 1977 to 1997. He hails as one of the greatest in his weight class in all of boxing. Actually, he has won 5 different weight classes. So he's a 5-time champion in 5 different weight classes. He's also known as part of the Four Kings, which includes himself, Hagler, Hearns, and Durand. And also, he's part of our short story segment tonight after we get done talking about Sebastian Fundora and Keith One Time Thurman. Tonight's wise words comes from a brother whose real name is Ray Charles Leonard. But we like to call him Sugar Ray Leonard, one of the best to ever do it. No doubt, one of the best to ever do it, Sugar Ray Leonard. All right. Sugar Ray Leonard's wise words is this. Sugar Ray Leonard once said, "Boxing was not something I truly enjoyed. Like a lot of things in life, when you put the gloves on, it's better to give than receive." I'll read that one more time. Let us know what your thoughts are on the wise words of Sugar Ray Leonard. But Sugar Ray Leonard once said, "Boxing was not something I truly enjoyed. Like a lot of things in life, when you put the gloves on, it's better to give than to receive." So with those wise words, have you ever thought of something that you truly didn't enjoy doing, but you knew how to zone in, lock in, and get it done and perform at a high level? Whether that is getting ready to write an essay, take a test, get ready to sit down in front of people and do some public speaking. You're facilitating a classroom, getting ready for an interview of some sort. Is there something that you truly just don't enjoy? But if you have to do it, you know how to rise to the occasion. Go ahead and leave that in the comments and let us know. This is Coffee Talk Podcast, and the wise words tonight are from Sugar Ray Leonard. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into our show. I think tonight what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go right into our short story first. Being that our short story is based on Sugar Ray Leonard, we'll start there, and then we're going to talk boxing. We're going to go ahead and talk Sebastian Fundora and Keith One Time Thurman. Give me 5 seconds here so I can grab our book. All right. And again, one of the reasons why we love to read and give short stories here is because we really care about increasing our reading levels. I know in the Twin Cities schools right now, MCAs are going on where your kids are doing a lot of testing. But what we want to do is just make sure that we are playing our part by encouraging kids to, and young adults and elders to pick up a book, man. Go ahead and feed your brain a little bit. You know, it builds vocabulary. It helps with slow down any type of dementia processes, you know, and it also builds your critical thinking skills. So make sure you pick up a book, read 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 a book. You know what I mean? All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. Tonight's story comes from a book titled 1001 Things Everyone Should Know About African American History. Author is Jeffrey C. Stewart. And tonight we're going to talk about Sugar Ray Leonard. Let's go ahead and dive in. One of the most financial and successful boxers is Sugar Ray Charles Leonard, who won the 1973 National Golden Gloves lightweight title, the 1974 National Golden Gloves light welterweight title, the 1974 and 1975 United States AAU light welterweight titles, and the light welterweight gold medal in 1975 Pan American Games and the 1976 Olympics. In his first professional fight, Leonard won $38,000. He won the NABF welterweight title from Pete Bonanzi on August 12, 1979 in Las Vegas. On November 30th, 1979, Leonard won the WBD welterweight title in a 15-round knockout over Winifred Benitez. Leonard had earned more than $3 million in his first 3 years as a professional boxer. He lost his title in a close decision to Roberto Duran on June 20th, 1980. In the rematch on November 25th, Leonard regained the title. These two bouts grossed Leonard over $16 million, more than the combined career winnings of Joe Louis, Sugar Ray Robinson, Floyd Patterson, and Archie Moore. Leonard elevated to the junior middleweight class and captured world titles from Ayub Kalule in Houston on June 25th, 1981, in a 9th round knockout. After a victory over Thomas Hearns on September 16th, 1981, Leonard underwent surgery for a detached retina and retired in 1984. This is the story of Sugar Ray Leonard. Yeah, I remember that though, man. Winifred Benitez was a beast. I mean, if you ever get a chance to pull up any highlights on YouTube or any of them other social media sites and check out Winifred Benitez, he was a very, very tough dude, man. And Sugar Ray fought a great fight with him to win that NABF welterweight title back then, or the WBD welterweight title, I should say. But what is something that I was wondering if you guys heard is the 15 rounds. Yeah, man, in our day, in our era, 15 rounds, you'll be fighting all night. You know what I'm talking about? You'll be fighting all night. You might win round 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then lose the next 11 through 15. You know, so it's amazing that nowadays in this era, our boxers are fighting 12-round fights when you're fighting for big money and you're fighting on the big stage. You know, there are fights where you still fight at 10 rounds. Those are for contenders. Or, you know, if it's a preparation fight, there may be a 6-round fight that a contender takes on. But yeah, imagine guys fighting those 15 rounds, the Larry Holmes, the Muhammad Ali's, the George Foremans. You know, boxing is definitely a warrior sport, and those gentlemen do put their lives out on the line for I don't want to just say for the money, because they love the sport, but they put their lives on the lines for their families and to come up. You know, a lot of boxers come from the grit, you know, so let's applaud our boxers for putting it all on the line to not only dethrone a person or to avoid the agony of defeat, but also to change their lives, because maybe that's the quickest way to do it. You know what I mean? Great champions. You know what I mean? Respect to all the champions out there and Hall of Famers. So that's our fight there. Let me know what your thoughts are on the four kings, Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvelous Marvin Hagler, Hitman Thomas Hearns, and Roberto Duran. All great fighters. You get a chance to check out any of their highlights, any of their fights, I would recommend that you do so. Make sure you go to one of these social media wires or go to YouTube, check it out. Great fights, man. And they called them the Four Kings for a reason. You know what I mean? So that's the story of Sugar Ray Leonard. Let me know the first time you seen Sugar Ray Leonard. Was it a fight? Was it one of those cool commercials he had back in the days with his son? Let us know the very first time you have seen Sugar Ray Leonard, or have you heard of Marvelous Marvin Hagler, Hitman Thomas Hearns, or Roberto Duran? Let me know which one of the four kings is your favorite. Leave that in the comments. Coffee Talk Podcast. All right, so we're going to move right along. And our next subject is the subject of tonight. We got a big fight coming up this weekend. I'm excited. I'm a big fight fan, man. I catch all the fights. Um, this is a redemption fight in a sort when we're speaking about Keith one time Thurman coming in as the challenger, fighting WBC super welterweight champion Sebastian Fundora. Sebastian Fundora is known as the Towering Inferno. Why? Because he's about 6'7", man, 6'6", 6'7" as a boxer is like fighting a giant. And then you're fighting Keith Thurman. I think Keith Thurman's coming in at about 5'11", maybe, just close to 6 feet. Strong guy coming out of Florida, known for packing power. And the only thing with Keith Thurman is, he did have the championship belt in 2017. He fought some great fighters, some great legends such as Danny Garcia, as well as Sean Porter. Both of those guys were champions before. And if you ever seen the fight with Keith Thurman versus Sean Porter, it was one of those fights where at the end of the fight, even though Keith won the fight, he lost the fight. I remember watching the fight and I was like, man, dude took the life out of Keith Thurman, with the punches that he was giving Keith. They was giving each other great punches. But from the time of that fight, we didn't see Keith Thurman no more. 5 years go by and all he had was 2 fights. So this will be his 3rd fight in about 5 years. And some champion, he's 37 years old, by the way. Some people feel like, is this a swan song fight? I don't believe so. He's one of those guys that loves the sport. He loves taking on challenges, and he wants to redeem himself. Last time we seen Keith Thurman, yes, he did win a fight to get this opportunity, but his only fight loss was to Manny Pacquiao at the time. And I want to say Manny was dang near pushing 40 and Keith was young. Some people say Manny Pacquiao knocked Keith down in what was that, the 1st or 2nd round? Others say it was a slip. But Keith Thurman is coming into this fight with a record of 31 wins, 1 loss, and 1 no contest. He has 23 knockouts. He has a 74% knockout percentage coming into this fight. So, he has a puncher's chance to go ahead and win this fight. And Keith, even at 37, he keeps himself in great shape. I wouldn't call Keith old at all. Again, he's a former champion. He knows how to deal with the big stage. He has been on the big stage. Now, Sebastian Fundora is one of the young up-and-coming towering infernals. He comes in with 23 wins, 1 loss, and also 1 no contest. He has 15 knockouts, and he has a knockout percentage rate of 65%. Both of these gentlemen last fought in 2025. Now, the thing with Sebastian Fundora, he's very slim, he's tall, but the boy can box. You know what I mean? If you ever thought about a kangaroo or something long and linky, he fits that bill. You know what I mean? Very long and linky. I want to say he got an 80-inch reach, and he's dangerous. You know what I mean? He's very dangerous. He took 1 loss before. He has been put down on the canvas 1 time. But other than that, his last 2 fights were against Tim Tszyu. And Tim Tszyu, the last fight he had with Tim Tszyu was very bloody, where he cut Tim Tszyu in the forehead with a punch or whatever, and then blood was just everywhere. It was like a massacre. You know what I'm saying? But Sebastian, being that he is the champion, he's still raising his stock. He's still raising his image of noticeability where people would know that that's Sebastian Fundora, the Towering Inferno. So this fight, this coming week, Saturday, is going to be Saturday, March 28th, 2026. The fight is going to be at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. It is on pay-per-view. And again, these 2 gentlemen will be fighting for the WBC super welterweight title. You know what I'm saying? Sebastian Fundora is no joke out here. Again, he is the champion. Keith one time Thurman is getting that last opportunity. If he loses this fight, you might not see him again. He says he doesn't want to retire. He's had a lot of time off, about 5 years or so. But when you take off that much time, all boxer fans, all boxing people that know the game know that you could build up a lot of rust. So, hey, we'll see what goes on in that fight. Let me know who you think is going to win that fight. If you think Sebastian Fundora is going to win the fight, go ahead and put that in the chat. Let me know. And when you're there, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Make sure that every time you come to Coffee Talk Podcast, you're coming because you want some flavor. You know what I'm talking? Keith Thurman's going to win the fight. Put that in the comments. Or if you're going with Sebastian Fundora and why. You know what I mean? It's going to be a tremendous fight Saturday. Let me know where you're watching it. Are you going to go ahead and rent pay-per-view, or you're not sure about pay-per-view or not? A lot of people complain about pay-per-view, but if you think about it, if you got 3, 4, 5 people coming to your house, everybody put in $5, $10 or whatever. Buy the beer, buy the food, buy the snacks, whatever, and it all pans out. You know what I mean? Especially if you're a boxing fan. You know, so just make sure you have a good time, man. It's safe. Be at home. You're not out on the streets. You got some friends over, good energy, and you know, you get to enjoy some boxing this Saturday again, March 28th, MGM Grand Garden Arena, Las Vegas. Also, pay-per-view. This is a PBC boxing match. Make sure you don't miss it. All right. So with that being said, this is our Wednesday night sports. I'd like to thank you for tuning in here at Coffee Talk Podcast, the cultural variety podcast show. Check us out this weekend where we just get to relax and chill. You know what I mean? Talk about a lot of stuff on the weekends. We like to have fun. You know what I'm saying? So until next time, I'm going to hit you with the universal peace sign, and I'm going to tell you, stay sucker free. This is Coffee Talk Podcast. You know who got the flavor. Coffee Talk Podcast. See you this weekend. Peace.